Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are going to do a little reading tonight. I don't know, I'm in the mood to record. I just did a video on my other channel about energy vampires because they're a thing, dude. They're a thing. And they are on overdrive, man. I don't know. I know the energy of late has been, I know I always say it's heavy, and it's actually not. I heard a phrase today, which I thought was neat. It's one I've never heard before, but apparently it's kind of a popular idiom where a bird that's full can't fly with a bird that's hungry. And she went on to explain that that means when your energetic cup is full, then you can't surround yourself with people who don't know how to fill their cup, because they will drag you down. So that's the thing. Energy vampires, people taking your supply, getting reactions out of you, baiting you, you know, the whole thing. You can actually look at my other channel. I did a whole 10-minute video on it. But I felt the need to go ahead and pull a reading on our energies. Yeah, so I'm just going to get started. We're going to use the Hocus Pocus deck. Looks like this. I have to keep the cheat sheet out because it doesn't use pentacles, cups, swords, and wands. It uses different things, and I always forget which is which. I think pumpkins is pentacles, and lightning is swords. See, I have to keep looking it up. Anyway, we'll muddle through this. So I just want to ask Spirit, God, Source, Creator, what has led us to the situation that we find ourselves in? I know a few of my friends find themselves in situations that they're like, you know, how did I get here again? Why does this keep happening? And the short answer before the cards start speaking is, you'll meet the same person over and over again in a different body until you learn the lesson. And I know that's like a shitty way to talk about it, but bottom line, I mean, I guess in my case, at least I saw it quicker. Right? Before it cost me a fortune in finances and energy, right? Yeah. We have got Justice in reverse. Interesting. And then the Two of Candles, which I believe is Cups. Let me look real quick. Two of Candles. The Suit of Candles represents emotions. Yeah, so that'd be Cups. And then the Four of Candles, which is Cups. So this is emotions. This is all about your emotions, guys. This is about your energy. And you know, we always talk, tarot readers, we always talk about filling your own cup, you know, just putting that energy in your cup and being able to regulate the love and emotion that you have, and then sharing it with others when it can spill over, right? You don't want to give it to them until you give it to yourself. And there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to give it to themselves, and they take it from you. And they do that by baiting you and by getting reactions out of you, which is how they fill up their emotional whatever. But I digress. A situation that you find yourself in is because of a Justice in reverse. So Justice is you judging yourself more so than anybody else judges you. I'm actually going to read it from Hocus Pocus because I am not... It's only the second time I've used this deck, so we're just going to see what the author had for this. The Sanderson sisters have been judged unworthy to step on hallowed ground, and you have also been judged unfavorably. You've taken the wrong path, which has led to your failure. Expect the loss of something important to you. Reflect on what actions have brought you here. What might you have done to deserve such judgment? So, I mean, it kind of like is the question that I asked, right? So what brought us here? What got us here? And I guess the short answer with the Justice in reverse is we did. What is it that we are doing that we can't see, or we have no concept of, or we just don't even understand what we're doing to put us in this situation? And the situation being the Two of Cups, right? So it's balance, so it's partnership. To the Four of Cups, Four of Candles, which is the stability, right? We walk in thinking that these things are here, that these things exist. But look at this particular Two of Candles card, right? Look at these spikes. You know, I know that there's supposed to be toothpicks in for like some meatballs or something like that, but I see it as we didn't see them. We didn't see the spikes. And you put your hand down and the spikes hurt, right? It's kind of like that. You put your hand in the fire and it burns, so you take it out. Why do we keep putting our hand back in the fire? Because we don't see the fire. What is it that we're not seeing in these relationships that causes us to be in the situations that we're in? And then to the Four of Candles, you know, we think it's stable. Look at this candle. Does that look stable to you? I think it's an illusion, you know? Candles are not cups. So I'm going to read, again, I'm going to read from their book because I feel like it might be a little bit of a different take on what the traditional tarot means when it speaks of the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups. 10. I can count. Come on. Sonora, you can count. Okay. Upright. Your heart is prepared to start a journey, though your path may yet be unknown. Now is the time to plan, dream, and discover. Whether with a dark spellbook or a container of salt, there may be many ways for you to plan the journey road ahead. So it's funny that they mentioned a spellbook and a container of salt. I don't know if you guys know about Himalayan pink salt or sea salt, basically any natural salt. It's always good to put that right outside your doorstep. You know, it's just gonna, even if you don't believe in energetic protection, if you put it out there with the intention, it will work. You know, it's going to work whether you know it's working or not. It's kind of like the law of attraction, right? It works whether you work it. Or what is that? Is it AA that says it works if you work it, so work it? I don't even know. Anyway, it'll work. Sorry, guys, I digress. Back to the Two of Candles. So you prepared to start this journey, right? You I don't know, maybe I feel like this is romantic. But it could be a partnership, it could be family, it could be a business partnership. But I feel like, you know, you met this person and you make all these big plans, right? You have all these beautiful ideas of what this could be, right? And you start imagining, which is good. Like you know, it's good. But you got to stay in the present moment. Just because you want it to be a certain way doesn't mean that's the way it is. You hope for the best, right? But look at it for what it truly is. Look at these spikes. See them, you know. Don't put your rose-colored glasses on and think that, you know, oh, well, that's just a one-off. If it's a one-off on the first date, guys, that's a red flag. It's not a one-off, okay? But let's go to the Four of Candles. Upright. You will find great inspiration and comfort from your friends, family, and community. Look to them for support and affection after your many struggles. This card may also suggest important familial events such as a wedding, birth, or other celebration. So, okay, let's say that this is a romantic relationship, right? You find yourself in whatever situation you're finding yourself in now, that's this romantic relationship that has broken down, that has, you know, has you questioning, why do I keep meeting the same person over and over and again in a different body? Well, this is why. You were in a relationship. It broke down. You judged yourself. You figured you were the problem. You never went back to see what red flags existed in the other person that you could have caught, that you could have seen, that you could have protected yourself from. Right away, you met the new person and you had all of these, you know, rose-colored glasses ideas of what could happen in the future, right? And then now that you've dated for a while and you've ignored all the red flags and you figure they're just one-offs, now you're so deep in that you're in this marriage card. And you know, you've intertwined your lives so much that now the red flags come and you're just like, okay, well, it's another one-off, and now I'm married, and now I'm in this business partnership, or now I have this, you know, family member living with me, and it's not what I thought it was going to be. In the past, guys, you would go back and blame yourself and find out all the ways. And this person probably blames you too, which only adds to you blaming yourself. And I'm here to tell you guys, it doesn't matter how far you went down the road. It does not matter, okay? Fix it. Fix it. It's not your fault. You know what's your fault? Not paying attention. Not paying attention to the red flags. not paying attention to what you saw, what your family saw. I mean, the card spoke about family and such. And it was, sometimes you're just too close. Like, check this card out. Marriage card, right? If I put that close, can you see the card? Can you tell what card it is? No, you can't. You've got to step back. You've got to see the big picture. And a lot of times your family and friends are able to do that in a way that you can't. And that's not because they want you to be unhappy. It's not because they're jealous. It's not, well, some of them might be, I don't know. But there's one or two out there that have your back, that support you, that are trying to help you navigate through this cycle that continues and continues and continues and continues, right? I mean, I am not, what is the word? I'm not immune. I am not immune to this. This just happened to me last week, you guys. Just happened. We all want to see the good in everybody. We all want to make all these wonderful arrangements and go down the road towards marriage, whether it's marriage of a business or romance or family, whatever. We have this idea of what the end of the road looks like. And we're at the beginning of the road. And we're so busy looking here that we're not noticing what's happening here. It's that magician energy. It's that trickster, right? They've convinced you that they're this great person, and maybe they are. Maybe they're not. But you need to wait. And you need to stay in the present moment. Don't put your rose-colored glasses on. Let's see if we can get... I'm going to use the witches. Since it's hocus pocus and we got the witches, I want to know what is this thing that we judged ourselves on? I'm pretty sure. I mean, how do we keep getting into the it's all my fault energy? How does that happen? How did we get there? We got there with the Chariot. We rushed in too fast. You rushed in too fast. And yeah, I mean, look at this horse. That dark energy came in and bowled you over and convinced you. And you didn't stop at the end of one relationship to really heal from it. And by heal, I don't mean that your tears stopped or that you stopped crying or the hurt went away or the pain went away. I mean, you really looked at it as the observer from an objective point of view and said, where did this go wrong? What red flags did I miss? Let's look at this card. I hadn't even looked at it yet. I mean, look at when we put it in the upright. Look at all the pitchforks down there, And when they're in there, when it's in the upright, when it's in the light energy of this, they're above it. This way, they're letting those demons in. They're letting the beliefs of other people be their own beliefs. And you did that really quickly. And what else? Give me more on the Chariot. Give me more on the Chariot and the Justice reversed. Let's see more on the Chariot and Justice reversed. Two of Cups. I mean, that's yeah. So that tells me everything that I said about this card is the truth, because Two of Cups with the Two of Cups. Five of Swords. You're doing this to yourself, you guys. The Five of Swords is all about you and hurting yourself. I mean, look at all these swords, right? These little fairies or dragonflies dragonflies. They're not holding them. They're not holding them. But this little guy is attracting them. They're all coming to him. Why? Why is that? Because we're looking with rose-colored glasses. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the Ten of Cups. My bad. I saw Two of Cups. Wow. My eyes need checked. Ten of Cups is an abundance of that energy. It's almost like too good to be true. That too good to be true, right? If it's too good to be true, it usually is. Nines are the endings in tarot, and tens are actually when you've gone too far and you didn't start over, right? Give me more on this relationship that we rushed into too quickly that, what were the red flags? What were the red flags that we should have seen? What was this person showing us? Okay, so this person presents themselves as the emperor, but with the moon, they're covering up who they truly are. The emperor is the energy of, I can handle anything, right? It's that action, that mature. I'm actually going to cheat, guys. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to look at the cheat sheet. It's the respect. Father figure. Strategic planning. Okay. They strategically planned to cover up who they truly were. The moon is an illusion. They tricked you guys. They tricked you. Okay. They're not who they said they were. They wanted you to believe that they were mature, that they were, you know, your knight your knight in shining armor. Sorry, I couldn't think of the way to say that. They wanted you to believe that, but they weren't. They were tricking you. Okay? They were tricking you. And I want to know what made it so easy to trick us? The magician. The magician. We wanted to manifest this beautiful relationship, and we wanted to see it. You know, this is all about desire to manifest. So you want it so bad. You wanted it so bad that this guy was able to come in and literally pull the wool over your eyes. You know, the magician, it's the number one. It's the first step in the journey. It's those rose-colored glasses, guys. That's what it is. I mean, you got tricked. You got duped. You got duped. I got duped. You got duped. We all got duped. It's okay. How quickly did you see it? And how quickly did you course correct? Let me get some advice from the light seers. Actually, no. I don't want the light seers. What deck do I want? I want a message from your actual divine counterpart. The real energy that is your hidden truth. What advice do you have for us moving forward to prevent this from happening again? What can we do in our life now that we find ourselves, you know, with the pity parties? Because I am, not even going to lie, guys. Not even going to lie. Having the pity party, doing it. What's the advice? What is the advice? We need to let each other go. Guys, quit looking. Have you ever heard the runner-chaser phenomenon? And this works with everything, not just twin flames, which if you guys know me and you've been on this channel, I don't really subscribe to that because I think it's kind of a 14-year-old romantic idea. But the runner-chaser mentality is you want money and you keep chasing it and it keeps running away from you. And when you stop chasing it and you sit, you bring it in, right? You need to let go of the idea that you have to have this beautiful marriage or partnership or whatever, what have you. Guys, you are your own magic. Find somebody to share it with, not to get it from or not to give it to. Do that after you can do it yourself, then go share it. But build it yourself. Let's see what healing message we have for tonight, guys, because this is all about healing. I mean, the bottom line is you shouldn't be getting in another relationship until you've healed yourself, because you're just going to keep repeating, you know, the same people. It was healing for me when you finally stood up for yourself. Wow, guys, come on. You can't make this shit up. Stand up for yourself. Quit letting people walk all over you. Quit overgiving. That is codependent behavior. And I am saying that sternly to myself, you guys. I don't mean to be stern with you. Quit letting people walk all over you. You know your truth. You know your character. You know your integrity. You stand tall in it, and you don't let anybody take that away from you. And the minute they do, turn tail and run, guys. get the fuck out of there. Because if you don't, then you get this bullshit. You don't want that bullshit anymore. We're done with that. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Yeah, pretty shitty situation we find ourselves in right now. But you know what? It could have been years. In my case, it was a few weeks. Boom, done, gone. Move on with my life. And that's it. So I love you all so, so much. I hope that whatever situation you find yourself in resolves itself quickly and easily. And if you get out with your mental health and you lose a little bit of money, then it was money well spent because it was on you and your healing. All right? Love you guys so, so much. We'll talk soon. Love and light.